The soft life trad wife aesthetic that we often see on social media is so glamorized and romanticized right now. Many young girls are being sold a dream of living a life of peace and ease and being taken care of. Not many girls realize that this often puts you in a state of dependence. It often puts you in a state of needing to rely on the partner that you're with in order to pave your way. And as a result, that can lead to a decrease in financial competence and can ultimately reduce your independence in the event that something goes wrong. I do not want to demonize soft life because I think it is beautiful for every woman to have the opportunity to live in their femininity, to enjoy peacefulness and calm. But at the same time, that doesn't rid you from the responsibility to learn about money. That doesn't rid you from the responsibility to get your finances up. And that doesn't rid you from the responsibility to have your own bag. My name is Sherry and welcome to Live Free with Sherry. And on this channel, I teach you ways to bring more money and more freedom into your life. If you are new here and you are on your level up journey, you want to develop yourself financially, emotionally, mentally, and also bring more freedom into your life, please click subscribe to join the community. We have weekly videos going out and I'm currently working on a Money Girl series, which supports women to develop their financial literacy and ultimately their freedom. So let's get right into this topic, y'all. So today we are talking about this soft life rhetoric, this trad wife aesthetic that we see on social media, and how if it is interpreted in the wrong way or used incorrectly can actually set you back financially and set you back in your own personal journey on how to develop more financial independence and freedom in your life. So let's face it, a lot of the girlies are burnt out. Like, I agree that as women who are in their feminine energy, I don't feel that we are supposed to be outputting and, engaging in as much vigorous work as men. And in this society, we are in a space where we are working just as much as men, if not more, because women have to deal with not only being in the 9-to-5 workforce, but also having to come home and often take on the primary responsibility when it comes to child rearing and home maintenance and all of those other things. So women are at the all-time high when it comes to workload. And I just don't personally feel that we are made to work as vigorously as men. So that's why I feel like the soft life idea does have some truth and some merit to it because, we are women, we are feminine, we have our cycles, we have our downtimes, we have our up and down emotions, and we are not going to be able to output the same amount of work as men. Okay, so I get that there are some merit in soft life because we are naturally supposed to have a softer life. I believe that, okay? Also, I want to talk about hustle culture, right? Like, we are taught that we need to focus on getting the next dollar. We need to focus on getting our money up. We need to focus on getting a bag. And as a result, that can also lead to a lot of burnout, which can cause women to want to chase the soft life or look for a man or a potential partner to support her financially so that she doesn't have to work so hard or so that she doesn't have to ascribe to the hustle culture. That is something that is happening quite often right now. Also, a lot of women want emotional safety and security, and I feel like this is natural. Women are going to be in a dependent position when we go through child rearing or pregnancy or stepping away from the workplace. So naturally, we do want the emotional safety and the feeling that we can depend on our partner to provide and protect for us. So that naturally brings women to value or praise the soft life narrative. So I completely understand where the soft life narrative comes from. Life is exhausting in general for everyone, but especially for women. However, when this narrative around soft life gets taken out of control, that's when it becomes problematic for me. I often see in the comments of TikTok, and I just hear among young people these days, young women these days, that, the way that they're going to level up financially is through a man. And yes, while a man can provide financial stability when you are going through milestones like pregnancy, he's not supposed to be your only and top means of gaining financial stability. Oftentimes, the soft life narrative is really just financial dependence wrapped up in a cute present with a bow on top and sold to women as a way to support themselves financially. It looks peaceful, it looks good in the moment until you realize that your financial progress is dependent on the presence of that man in your life. So the moment that it doesn't work out between you guys, or the moment when the person cheats on you, or the moment when the relationship starts to dissolve, you are back at square one when it comes to your finances. And that is not okay. Also, when you don't work on building your own income, it puts you in a space of financial vulnerability because you are dependent on that person's income, and they have now the power to give it to you when they feel like you are deserving of it and take it away when they no longer want to. And when you're in that space, you lose your power in that relationship. When you are financially dependent on your partner and you do not have your own bag, you're in a space where you have to do essentially what that person says because you are not going to be able to float financially without them. And that is a problem for me. A lot of young girls are not growing up with the sense of direction and the sense of understanding that you need to be able to make it in this world alone. Yes, the soft life that you get from being in a relationship with a man that provides is a great benefit, but it does not rid you from the responsibility to level up financially on your own. When you put him in the leadership role of deciding and determining how finances will look in your relationship, that puts you in a position where you are delaying your money confidence. You are delaying your money education. You are delaying your ability to learn about investing. You are delaying your ability to learn about saving and practice that skill on your own. When you depend on somebody else to do it, you rid yourself of the responsibility to learn, and that leaves you in a vulnerable position. Finally, my problem with the soft life, trad life aesthetic is that it teaches you to chase a lifestyle rather than actually building one yourself. So what that means is we focus on, buying the cute trad life outfits, staying home and making the food from scratch for our husbands. We focus on dressing up in the cute little aesthetic outfits and getting our nails and our hair done and fitting the soft life aesthetic visually, but not actually working on building the life that brings you a soft life. Right? Not working on the financial skills that are needed to actually bring about a soft life that is on your own terms. Not a soft life that is given to you, but a soft life that is created by you and sustained by you and leveled up by you. I need you to know that soft life isn't just going to Pilates in your cute 2-piece set with a matcha in hand and a cute hairstyle with your nails done. Soft life is doing the hard work in the beginning to educate yourself about finances, to become knowledgeable about investing, so much to the point that your money is working for you, that you can live softly, you can afford to rest easy, so that you can afford freedom, so that you can afford to step away from the workplace. I am engaged and I am grateful for my partner because yes, he does support the freedom era that I'm in. He does support my ability to not be able to work and to be able to travel, but he is not the one that funds it. I am the one that funds my soft life. I'm the one that funds my freedom era. I'm the one that funds my ability to travel the world and not have to return to work when I come back. Because at the end of the day, he's not going to be able to take it away from me. I put myself in a position that I have gained knowledge and skills to be able to make money, to be able to earn my freedom era without putting myself in a position where it could be taken away from me. So at the end of the day, I don't want us to vilify soft life or the trad life aesthetic. I want us to be more aware of what it means and redefine it in a way that works for us, that actually benefits us, not just on the surface level, but actually in a way that creates longevity and growth and more freedom and money for us. Soft life is not an aesthetic. Soft life is an experience that you get from being responsible for your money. Soft life is rest without reliance. And soft life has freedom at its foundation. At the end of the day, we want the soft life because we want the freedom to do things at a pace that is comfortable to us, at a pace that acknowledges our feminine being and our need to go at a slower and more comfortable pace. And at the center of that is freedom, the freedom to do and act and experience life as you please. Soft life feels better when it is backed by your own money, because at the end of the day, nobody can take away that soft life from you. Soft life is beautiful, but dependency is not. So I'm urging you to find that line or draw that line between soft life or the trad life aesthetic that you see on social media and where that can transfer over into financial dependence. If this video helped you in any way, please click like and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.